Welcome back, guys, to the sixth episode of Zashukan Talks Anime Podcast. And today we are joined by our lovely co-host, as always, Rez.
Fuck
What's
yeah,
up?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Okay. What the
And I'm Chrono. So, Rez, today you know what we are discussing about, right?
we are fucking fighting, man. Like, okay, I
Yeah,
think we agree on a lot of these opinions, but I think we can like still fight on a lot. Like I can trigger you. Like
yeah, definitely.
basically we are taking trash opinions of each other and just throwing them on each other and
Yep,
just also taking some trash opinions from the community, anime
yeah,
community, and just discussing on them if we agree on them or not.
yep,
So yeah, basically that's the episode's agenda per se.
yeah.
And
So, like the thing is, we both of us agree on like 90% of the stuff, but we do have a lot of
okay,
different opinions on some other anime.
90% is too much, but okay, I think it is like
Yeah, like 80% at least, I would say. That's beside the point. Let's start the podcast. So I have the list of Raises trash opinions.
yeah,
So his first most controversial take is Demon Slayer is a mid anime.
yeah. I think this is like the second most controversial take. I
Yeah,
think
especially
demons. Yeah,
because Demon Slayer is like killing it right now with the movie sales and like the manga sales.
yeah.
So yeah, continue.
To be honest, the only reason I think Demon Slayer is made is because it was like overhyped and like I think you think it is good because you did not have any expectations from it when you were watching it. Like
Yeah,
you
like
did not have anything whatsoever.
yeah, I watched it weekly, like right from the first episode, so I really didn't have any expectations. So I guess
Yeah.
that's the reason.
So I think that was that for me. Like everyone was saying, like yeah, episode 19 is an absolute masterpiece, and I think it is a masterpiece. But
Yeah,
yeah, I still thought that everything up till like episode 20 was made, other than the animation, obviously, and the music. That is like definitely one of the
yeah,
best things that Ufotable has ever done. But I honestly I was most interested when like Muzan started showing up and like killing the moons and the Hashira showed up. Like that like got me intrigued. Like I thought that this anime can go on to be a good thing, but still I did
yeah.
not.
I would say like Hashira is like the most unexpected aspect, like
Yeah,
from Demon Slayer. Uh, I thought they would introduce more of like an Akatsuki or like Phantom Troop kind of guy,
yeah,
like an antagonist group, but they didn't. Instead, they did like a protagonist version of it.
yeah.
So at least that aspect is interesting. But yeah, I can definitely agree on
Actually, they still
most of
do
the
have
points.
an Akatsuki type group. The lower moons and the upper moons are definitely like that. But
True. Yeah, but in Hunter x Hunter and Naruto, those two aren't like the main antagonists, right?
yeah,
But here, they're like part of the main antagonist.
yeah,
So yeah, I guess they're kind of similar.
but yeah, I actually, to be honest, I think
Yeah,
having the main like shonen trope, like I think if you
yeah,
considered it in that sense, it is like one of the best like modern shonen in that aspect, like introduction in
yeah, yeah, definitely. Like,
such a typical
like,
introduction to.
yeah, like in my opinion, I don't think a shonen needs to be like
Yeah,
brand new, like for every like brand new shonen which comes out. Like even the newest hottest shonen right now is Jujutsu Kaisen,
yeah,
and there are like very cliche aspects of it, but it still tries to be sort of unique. But Demon Slayer, everything about it is cliche, but it's really well done. So yeah, I would say at least as a shonen, it's really good, but not like a masterpiece or anything. So yeah,
okay. I think I definitely prefer like Demon Slayer over Jujutsu Kaisen because like I don't know, Jujutsu Kaisen is like not really feeling that much of a great thing. Like just like how Demon Slayer started out. Like in comparison,
wait,
I
like,
would,
are you comparing entire first season of Demon Slayer to the episodes of
yeah,
Jujutsu Kaisen so
like
far,
the
or like
number of
first
episodes that have come
episodes?
out actually in terms of that.
Okay,
I would definitely say Demon Slayer has the upper hand because like I really like, even though like Jujutsu Kaisen is like really unique in terms of, not unique, I'd say it is like a mixed bag actually. but I still think
Yeah,
like Demon Slayer is like more true to itself and the theme as well. I think the theme is not break in
yeah,
Demon Slayer, but for
true.
Jujutsu Kaisen it is like really a weird experience. Like all of a sudden the comedy gets really bad. I really don't like the humor in Jujutsu Kaisen till now in the anime. I think it works better in the manga, but yeah, definitely it is like really bad in the anime for now. To be honest,
I think I would say it's mainly because of the main girl. I think her name is Nobura, right? Uh,
yeah,
the third, the third student.
I think yeah,
Like,
but I think the latest episode like also like had some very bad humor in my opinion.
yeah, like I haven't seen the last episode, so I really can't
Yeah,
comment on that. But I can definitely agree that at least so far, Demon Slayer would be better,
yeah, that I would say, but
like
I will.
finally
I
after.
still think that yeah, I think that is like my thing because I'm like more into seinen type of stuff. So when it becomes like a
Yeah,
very
it's
consistent theme, like how every shonen starts off, I don't really enjoy it that
yeah,
much. Like now I'm like just now I started One Piece, okay, but I
yeah,
enjoyed One Piece's starting arcs a lot more than I enjoyed Demon Slayer, to be honest. I would say that because I don't know what it is
yeah.
about One
Fair enough.
Piece. Because it is a bit different in terms of shonen. Like he's not like a goody two shoes one Luffy. He's more like a badass in a way.
Yeah, yeah. Even like the very first episode, like he escapes Zoro from like a prison, right?
That is, I don't know. I haven't seen the first episode. Like it is much different. Like it starts off different in the manga. I'm reading the manga actually. I obviously not reading watching the anime.
And no, like in the first like chapter of the episode, like Luffy has to break out from a prison or something, right?
No, not from a prison. Like he basically just. Can I like spoil it for you? You haven't started One Piece, I guess.
Yeah,
There are
yeah, like I watched 150
there are
episodes
like
actually, so
900 chapters. You don't need to like okay,
yeah,
like it basically starts off like he's a kid and he like stays in a town, and there's this pirate
yeah,
called Shanks, red-haired Shanks. Like he comes into the
yeah.
bar and like he just Luffy aspires to be like him basically, and that guy is really cool
Okay,
to be honest, and that's I liked how it started
yeah.
out up and
And, and like also the advantage that One Piece has is like Luffy and the crew are like pirates, not like the good guys. Like uh,
yeah.
they're kind of like the JoJo Part 5, where like John and everybody are like gangster.
Yeah, to be honest,
So
I'm really enjoying One Piece. I'm like, to be honest, there is a lot left. Obviously, I'm like 61 chapters in. I think I'm on
yeah,
chapter 62. I guess I just started like 3 days back, two
okay,
days back. But yeah, I'm
yeah,
really like enjoying it. Even though the present arcs are like in just they are just collecting the crew right now. Like just now that
okay.
Sanji guy came into the crew.
He is a bad.
Yeah, and I thought that Zoro is a badass, but
Top.
apparently we are like really
Oh yeah,
deviating from the topic.
yeah. Okay, so I have another controversial opinion.
Yeah,
I would say One Piece is also like overrated, especially the anime,
the anime is
because
definitely
so like
overrated.
Reyes,
Yeah,
yeah, like so Reyes has only started reading the manga. I watched
hello.
the anime,
Yeah,
like 150 episodes of.
yeah, yeah. Go on.
Hello, yeah. So like I watched the anime of One Piece. I watched like 150 episodes of it like 3 to 4
Yeah,
years ago. The biggest issue about One Piece is like there's like 6 minutes of recap for every
yeah,
episode, and 3 minutes of like opening and ending, and like 10 minutes of
yeah,
content. So it's a really shitty pacing. So I would say that's another controversial opinion. So okay, anyways, so your final thoughts on Demon Slayer is, if it wasn't overrated, you would have enjoyed it and called it a
yeah.
good show.
Definitely, that I would definitely have done that. But Demon Slayer like became such a storm, and of course in Japan, it is definitely overrated in Japan. I I don't
Yeah, yeah.
know why people like okay, like I'm spoiled on Demon Slayer
Like
basically. Like I know what happens. I don't know why I did that. I just didn't
okay,
care enough. I don't know. I don't know why. I was just in a really weird
like
mood at that moment, and I just went and spoiled myself on everything about Demon Slayer. But I'm really looking forward to the end
like
because the fights are great.
yeah, like I think the reason why it's more popular in Japan is
Yeah,
because it has more Japanese traditions involved in it, like the attires, well, every character
yeah,
wears. and like the demon aspect, how they're introduced and how they're like
Yeah.
shown. I think it's very reminiscent to like the
Yeah.
ancient histories of like Japan. So I would say that's the reason why
Like
it's
damn, man,
popular. So yeah,
that
anyways,
record it broke in Japan like with the movie. I'm
yeah,
fucking
like
done
it
with
beat
it.
Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. That's like
Yeah.
nuts.
Okay. So your controversial
Yeah,
opinion. Okay, which should I pick? I
yeah.
should pick High School DxD is better than 90% of the anime out there.
Okay. Okay, so I'm obviously trolling. Like it's subjectively not better than 90%
I
of
wish you
them,
did
but
not say you were
I would
trolling right now. It would have been more entertaining.
okay, so like here's the thing. If we're speaking purely on like objective basis, it's not. But uh, the shitty opinions that most of the anime fans have on Twitter and
Yeah.
Facebook, if we compare to that, High School DxD is better than most of the anime. So here are my reasons. Number one is so like High School DxD is the reason why I'm in love with Ecchi and like harem, all these
Okay.
genres. Like my friend like insisted me to watch it. He like literally begged me to watch it like for countless days, and I finally caved in. And that's the reason why I started watching all these Ecchi and harem
Yeah,
trash
I
shows.
understand.
Yeah, like see, I would say the best thing about High School DxD is it has obviously a lot of fan
Yeah.
service, but it also has like a really good plot and like good characters and like a decent story as
Okay.
well. Like there are some like really interesting aspects of it. Like Ray's, I think has seen like
Yeah, I
six
think I
episodes,
was
right?
like not like inclined to drop High School DxD. I only like
Okay,
stopped watching it because like I had some what do I say? I wanted to watch it on the
other
I wanted to
priorities.
watch it on the big TV. And
Oh,
I
okay,
watched like
okay.
6 episodes on the television, and like the lockdown started, and after that,
How did you even manage that,
like you
man?
say, see, it is like this. Like before the lockdown started, like we came from college and
Yeah,
nobody was at home in Chennai, and I could watch it
yeah,
like
true.
while having my lunch or something. But after the lockdown started, and of course,
Oh, okay, okay.
I had such a great time watching it on the big screen. Like it is such a big like 100 something, I don't know. Uh, and
Yeah.
I loved watching it there. So I'm thinking that I will only watch it on the big screen. Like I will not watch it on a smaller laptop screen. I really don't want to. It was a too good experience, man.
Fair enough. Like I would say, out of like my top 10, like High School DxD is in my top 10. Out of my top 10, I think High School DxD had the most fun watching. I would say,
Whoa.
like everything about it is just like so much random and fun. Like you just need to turn off your brain and just grab some snacks and just enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Okay. About that. So watching
Yeah,
trash anime are a waste of time.
I wouldn't say so.
Not all of them. Like when I say
Yeah,
trash
yeah,
anime,
obviously.
like I think of course there are good trash anime and there are bad trash anime. We like
Yep.
recently when you said that you can enjoy watching Dragon Quest, you know that new very
Yeah.
typical.
Yep.
I hated every aspect of it. Like I think that it is like the most generic and not enjoyable trash show that I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of trash shows, and I honestly enjoyed some elements of it. But Dragon Quest, it has like a break in its animation. It introduces CGI, so that also breaks the theme, and that is the most important aspect from for me. Like if something like if an anime breaks its theme, then I'm out. Like I just get turned off by it. So yeah, I don't know how you were enjoying Dragon Quest, but yeah, that's what I
So
mean.
like here's the thing. So if after anybody sees like High School reaction in my top 10, obviously anybody would think that okay, this guy only enjoys like the
Yeah.
trashiest shows. But my top 5 consists of like some of the most well regarded shows of all time slash manga,
Yeah.
Vinland Saga and everything. So
Villains Saga and everything.
so like I can turn off my screen watching trash anime, but Race
No,
can't.
I
That's his
think the
problem.
most fucked up
Like
thing about people like liking trash anime is that they are not reading Berserk.
yeah,
I know a person who is like watching these trash shows and he's not watching reading. And I really think that is like a really bad thing about watching trash anime when you can watch all these fucking masterpiece things. I think that
Yeah, how
yeah, I
blasphemous
think
of
that, like
he's such
these
a
people
trash
suck,
person.
man. Like these people who just watch trash anime and don't read Berserk. Like damn, like you have such a
Yeah,
like
truly.
okay, I think you don't want to be depressed. Okay, I think I understand that, but still, man, okay. I would not waste my time watching something that I like think is does not add value to my life. Then, like, okay, I think some, of course, I'll enjoy not. I also enjoy trash anime, but it has to be like good trash anime, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
like
don't
the
think High School DxD is
the
trash. It
thing
is a
is,
fucking masterpiece.
okay, yeah, I would agree it's a masterpiece, but like I think many people would consider
No,
it
it
as
isn't.
trash,
Fuck those
like
people.
because of all of its fan
Fuck those
service.
people. It is
Yeah,
a
we can fuck them.
masterpiece. I'm not even kidding,
Yeah,
man. Like, yeah.
uh,
Okay, go on. I think you should pick one.
yeah, like the thing is, with trash anime, like okay, I started watching anime because of trash anime, but Ray started watching anime and reading manga because of like the masterpieces. So I think that's the main difference between
Both.
both of us in
Yeah.
that aspect. Like, uh, I think both of us agree on like the most well-regarded stuff, like Vinland Saga,
Yeah.
JoJo's, uh, like all these masterpieces. But when it comes to this trash animes, we're like almost
Yeah,
neck to
I
neck.
think like I don't think there are a
So
lot of things that we disagree on about trash anime. Like yeah, I do. Like I think I
yeah,
have
yeah.
not like given Isekai a good chance, to be honest. Like
Oh yeah, speaking of isekai, I
yeah,
love isekai.
like I think
Anime
that
isekai trash,
no, it
but
is not that I don't like Isekai. I don't think I have given it a good chance actually. Like I have watched like
yeah,
Sword Art Online 3 seasons.
you have
Yeah,
ReZero.
ReZero is a really good. It is like doesn't have a lot of fan service, to be honest. Like it does have, but I think it is
Yeah,
very different from the other isekai. Anyway, it is
yep,
dark actually. So yeah, I really like ReZero. But yeah, the other stuff like
yeah,
Cautious Hero and all the very typical ones, I have not really like gotten into them. But I'm thinking of watching Konosuba, so I don't know
yeah.
how
Fair
that.
enough. Konosuba is an absolute
I definitely
masterpiece.
want to watch it because it is like a troll on isekai I've heard. So yeah, I'm not
Yep.
going to watch Legend of the Shield Hero.
It,
No.
I watched it weekend. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely
Yeah.
looking forward to season 2 and season 3. But
Okay.
so okay, yeah. So I think Razor's next topic is about a manhwa or like webtoon. It's about solo leveling, and he believes that Sung Jin Woo is not a
well,
chat
well,
or a
obviously, it's not
badass.
a Chad. Like, I don't think there are many things other than his power that make him a Chad. He doesn't even have like.
Okay,
Okay,
so
you are going to start. It is my opinion, rash opinion. I think I need to start. Yeah.
yeah, no, wait. I have like
Yeah.
one simple question. You like Astronaut, right?
Yeah.
But his main character is very similar to Sangjin, where like the entirety of his character, why people like him is
I
because of
think
his
I
power,
think
not
Escanor is
because
a
of his.
much better established character than Sung Jin Woo.
But like I agree on that, but still like Sang and Astronaut have like very
Yeah, but I
similar
still think like I
introductions
don't
to the
think
movie.
like how do I say this? I think Escanor is like a really good Chad because of his both his backstory, his one line, how he's a Chad as well as a simp, and still he manages to like pull it off, and also
Yeah,
character he has dialogues and all his backstories. I don't think like Sung Jin Woo has a lot of things going on for him. Like he's like a more like a how do I say this? Uh, okay, I really like don't.
I guess he's more of
Well, he doesn't have a good backstory and all those stuff. And I don't think like those
I
matter
mean like yeah,
in solo leveling, to be honest, because I actually enjoy it because of like
yeah,
I can turn off my brain and enjoy the amazing art of it, and I really like solo leveling. Not to say that I don't like it. I'm just saying he's not a
yeah.
chair and that he's not a good character. That's all I'm saying. Because manhwa is like
That's
I think for now that's what I've had on manhwa. Yeah, go on. I think you can
Yeah,
go ahead with this.
solo leveling fun to attack you. So, okay, so I personally disagree because, like, we have seen the journey and the struggle of him when he was in Iraq and how he like struggled like every inch of his life to at least survive the most basic dungeons to earn some money.
Yeah,
And I think that aspect of him really like was shown well, and it gave us the audience a reason to like I would say like I don't know I guess respect him and follow his journey, I guess.
I think like that aspect of him is a lot like Deku, like My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
I think all of that
yeah,
was
I get.
thrown out the window like when he got the things about the system's power, because he didn't really like, even though he did struggle, he didn't really struggle a lot with everything. Like, of course, he pulled through everything. Like it was like nothing that he had to take a lot of help or effort. So that's what I like, didn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I don't like. I didn't like those aspects. Like it did it a lot better than MHA, but
yeah,
yeah, because it doesn't have a lot of ideals, because it is more like a Hollywood movie where something happens and they don't really care about ideals. But MHA is like he had an ideal, and they made us believe that this is going to happen, but no, they really threw everything out of the window and made Deku a really shitty protagonist, to be honest. But I don't think it
yeah.
matter
Fair
in
enough.
solo leveling. But all I'm saying is he's not a chair and he's not a great character. That's what I'm saying.
I okay.
I
So
win.
like I really don't have any defense because like okay, so I can definitely see why someone would think Sung is not a good character, but I don't see how anybody can even say he's not a champ. Like all the badass moments we see in
Yeah,
him,
I
every
think
time
he's
he
like
says
not a
rise,
top 10 chat for me,
that fight.
definitely. Nowhere near. I don't think he's even
Oh,
near
okay,
top
okay.
15 or 20. I don't know. Because I think like only because of power, like I don't. I think I would put people without a lot of power above Sung Jin Woo. Definitely. I would even put Luffy above Sung Jin
Okay,
Woo. Yeah.
so
What the fuck is wrong with?
okay, so I like to me, I would say Sung Jin Woo would be like in my top 20 badass, but yeah, but like you're saying, even
I don't
not
think I
even
have
in
a
the top
lot of
20,
chairs.
so
I
that's
think he
like
will be
really
in my top 20. Like because there are not a lot of chairs that I like. I think he will be like near the bottom, I guess.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
He's basically Deku, okay, of manhwa. Okay, go on.
Yeah,
Really triggering.
uh,
Okay,
that was the
Basically
most
Chrono is
perfect
like a
analogy.
sim for Sanjay.
Yeah, my laptop and my phone and my every DP is just about
Yeah,
Sung
your
Jin Woo.
manhwa waifu.
So
Okay,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
my panda.
Okay, I think I will put yours next. Okay,
Yeah.
Naruto is the worst popular show.
Okay, so I think everybody would agree that the original
Yeah,
Naruto, when he was a kid, that particular series is like an S tier or like a 9 out of
yeah,
10 series for everybody. Like it, I would say it has to be one of the best shonen, like the best
yeah,
beginning parts of shonen. I would say, like the Chunin exam arc, the Zabuza arc, Orochimaru, like everything about original
yeah.
Naruto was just fantastic. And up till Pain arc, it was really good. But like, okay, so did you enjoy the Akatsuki arc with like Sasori, Hidan,
Yeah, I
Kakuzu,
think I
all those
enjoyed
stuff?
them. Like I like okay.
Like,
There's this thing
would you
about
say
me
you enjoyed
getting into Shippuden. Like I watched it till like Sai. You know when Sai arrives in Shippuden.
Yeah, yeah,
Like after that, I did not have those episodes. Like
yeah.
from like episode I don't know 40 to 100, I guess. So I like skipped those parts and
Okay.
went to episode 100. Like I
Why did
thought
you
like
skip
my
it?
friend told me that you do not have to watch those things, and I was like okay, it is like filler and you don't have to watch it. But basically that had one of the
Okay.
best like the most important parts of Naruto. I don't know why that motherfucker told me to skip it. But I watched it later, but I was like skipping it and watching it, so I was like not able to enjoy it a lot. But I think I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so to me, I would say like the entire original Naruto until like he
Yeah.
goes with Jiraiya, like for the training arc. Until that point, it's just phenomenal. I didn't really like the Akatsuki arc. Like I liked Hiden,
Yeah.
Deidara, and Kakuzu, but I didn't enjoy Sasori and like the the other aspects of the Akatsuki at the beginning,
Yeah.
like before Pain arc. I would say like as I was watching, I was really like not interested in the show. Like it
Yeah.
felt so boring to me. Like everybody has a sad
Yeah.
backstory, everybody is a tragic
Yeah.
character. What's the point? And like Hiden and Kakuzu, those two fights were really enjoyable because
Yeah.
at that time Naruto learned the Rasen Shuriken,
And
like his
and
own
obviously
jutsu.
Shikamaru's badass.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
that was just phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
the depth of Asuma and like how Shikamaru vowed for revenge and
Yeah.
all those aspects were phenomenal. And Pain arc is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think everybody agrees on that. Like as soon as the war arc started, that's when
Okay.
Naruto turned into shit for me. Like I would say the idea was really good. Like Madara was his dad at Force's fight. Madara was his fight Kage. Those are
Yeah.
badass. I think everybody would agree on that. And that
Yeah.
Kakashi was his Obito as well.
So
So from like okay, so what aspects of the Bara uh, did you enjoy the most? Like
okay,
which
before I
particular
talk about
things?
that, I think I will agree with you on the initial
Yeah,
parts. Like you were saying that you did not enjoy Sasori and Deidara's fight in the beginning, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
when Kakashi, him, and
yeah,
Sakura and that old lady go on to fight them. I think yeah, like that was really
yeah,
ridiculous. Like
yeah,
how Kakashi went on for 3 episodes straight. They were like just chasing Deidara, and that got so annoying
yeah,
at the start. And I only enjoyed the
yep,
Sasori fight, and I think I because I don't know, it was like my first shonen anime, because so I did not like stress it. Like I'm not like enjoying these things and that. But I definitely got bored about a lot of things
yeah.
in the initial parts. Later on, it
Like,
got really interesting, obviously.
like, like to me, the entire Akatsuki arc felt so
Yeah,
insignificant to the overall like characters and the plot. Like nobody was affected afterwards,
yeah,
except like Sakura. Like she kind of became a badass at that time,
yeah.
but
That
afterwards she
was
just
like really
became
thrown out
completely
the window.
useless.
All the character development of Sakura, like that was so bad. Like if Sakura like
Yeah,
went on from that Sasori fight with the same attitude, like I think people would have liked Sakura.
yeah,
But after that, she became one of the most useless
yeah,
characters
very
in
much.
all of shonen, to be honest. Like damn man, like
Yep. Like her main
yeah,
purpose is healing, and Naruto does a better
definitely
healing
man.
job
Like everything went out of the
after
window
he
for Sakura. I think she had potential. Like that Sasori fight was really amazing for her. I think that fight
yeah,
had the most development of, like, I think that's what I wanted from Sakura in like Naruto Gaiden, like in the old original Naruto. Like
yeah,
I thought like finally we are
I agree.
getting Sakura's development, and then again, okay, thrown out the window. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, his birthday is today. Oh shit.
So yeah, so guys, as the recording of today's episode, like it's Masashi
Yeah,
Kishimoto's birthday, and we're roasting his most
yeah.
beloved manga and book. So
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked
Okay,
up.
okay. So addressing the thing that you mentioned.
Yeah,
So yeah, I definitely think that I really
yeah,
enjoyed War Arc, to be honest. I don't think like I really like I disliked anything about it at the time that I was watching, because it was technically my first shonen. Actually, it was my first anime that I watched in
okay,
sub. That was when I was
wow,
that was when I knew that it is anime, that it is like Japanese anime that I'm watching. Because even though like my first anime is like
damn,
Dragon Ball and FM, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I did not know that they were anime specifically, and
yeah,
Naruto was my first anime. And yeah, so basically I did not
okay,
like find anything about War Arc to be very not interesting, other than obviously the ending. So yeah,
okay.
that is my controversial take about Naruto. Like Naruto
So
is lovable without the ending. I fucking love Naruto, to be honest, but yeah, without the ending, because
yeah,
okay, I think you should say what you want to say, then I will discuss on this part.
Yeah, so I think 90% of the war arc is trash objectively.
Yeah.
So you can have your opinion, you can enjoy the war arc, but I think it's the most disappointing final arcs in all of Shonen, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
everything is so dragged out. Like, it was really cool that they introduced like Tsunade's dead boyfriend or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
they brought him back, and some of the other characters. Like, I I enjoyed Itachi. Like him bring like they
Yeah.
brought back Itachi and Sasuke finally had their moment, and Sasuke realized
Yeah.
how much of a good person Itachi was, and how he was trying to protect. I really liked that aspect, but other than that, the entire
Yeah.
reanimation jutsu was just trash. And uh, Hashirama and Tobirama were like enjoyable, but not
Yeah,
fantastic
I would agree
characters.
on that.
And like so, like the main issue I have with War Arc is, I would say, like uh, for any Naruto fan or like any anime fan, everybody would put Naruto versus Neji at least in the top 10 or top 20,
Naruto as
right?
a character.
No, no, like Naruto versus
Oh yeah, yeah,
Neji, they're fine
definitely.
from the original Naruto during the exam.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at least in top 10 or top 20. Yeah, like
Yeah.
in that fight, the main particular thing that Neji was trying to say that was destiny is something
Yeah.
everybody has to bind by, and like
Yeah.
nobody can change it. And Naruto's counter argument was he was like alone, but still he's able to beat Neji, so you can also change your destiny. That
Yeah.
was the message that was given through. But in the war arc, Neji dies
Yeah.
because of his destiny, and Naruto becomes the most strongest person because of his destiny, not
Yeah.
because of his hard work. And that main theme was completely thrown away. Like, to me, why I was drawn into Naruto in the first place was
Yeah.
because he was an underdog. Like, everybody hated him. He started at the rock bottom. He failed the
Yeah.
academy multiple times. He couldn't even do the shadow clone jutsu. Like, everything about it was just like, okay, we need to cheer for this guy. He's just like the most normal guy ever to
Yeah.
to ever exist in anime. Like,
Yeah.
he felt so relatable. But as soon as he was revealed to be the reincarnation of Sage of Six Paths
Yeah. Like,
grandson,
okay, I think that
and
is like the most useless thing that Naruto ever did. There was no need to do that, man. Like, he already
yeah,
had the nine tails. Like, why would you want to like make him like the
yep,
reincarnation of this and that? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I think definitely had my problems with that. Like,
yeah,
even
like oh,
before analyzing the series, to be honest.
yeah, yeah, like I don't think I have any problems with the fourth
Yeah.
Hokage being his dad. Like I think it's cool, but it really
Hmm.
doesn't break away from the theme. But him being the reincarnation of one of the most powerful human beings
Yeah.
to ever exist is just like the most
I think
shittiest thing
Yeah, I think
that
like they
Kishimoto could
even if
come
they
up
did not mention that thing, like we wouldn't even have like anything to do with it. Like
yeah,
I think if like he said something else, then
yeah,
I think like even if he did not mention it, I mean,
yeah,
and he just gave them the like powers
yeah,
because like he has like worked hard for it and this and that. I think it would have worked perfectly.
yeah,
Like because he said like,
yeah,
okay, you are the reincarnation of my son, and he is also the reincarnation of my son. So you take this seal and just seal Kaguya off. Okay, I
yeah.
was like, okay, this is like did not need to happen. This is like kind of useless, but okay.
And it also really doesn't help when Hashirama, the previous reincarnation, was stated as
Yeah,
the god of shinobi. So obviously
yeah.
Naruto would be strong as well. So yeah, like everything about War Arc is just trash, and
Don't
Boruto is
mention
just
Boruto,
complete
man. What
trash.
the fuck
Like,
are you doing?
it's a disgrace to anime and
Don't
manga.
fucking
It's
mention
just
Boruto.
beyond
We
trash.
have mentioned Boruto enough times in the last episode. Okay, anyway, like moving on to my argument. Like I
Yeah,
think like even though like the
yeah.
ending is like complete trash, and you say that War Arc is trashed and dragged out. To be honest,
No, no. Like I like the
okay, yeah,
ending of like
that
him
is
becoming
okay.
the
Like
Hokage
I'm
and
saying
him
the
learning
ending of
from
the War
Naruto.
Arc.
Yeah, yeah,
That is like complete trash.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
can agree on that.
Definitely.
I think like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's
So
beyond trash.
so anyone that like gets into Naruto, they will never think that Naruto is trash because of that. Because the people are like anyone who watches Naruto is like so invested in it, like the world and everything. Like they feel like they are a part of it. So even though
Yeah.
that like the war arc was dragged out, I think I was like interested to see like what is
Hmm.
going to happen. I was not like, okay, why the fuck is this happening and why is this happening? And I was like just getting into
Okay,
anime,
so
and I was really invested in the world, to be honest. And yeah,
a question for you: would you like say Naruto is a must-watch, like even today, if some people
I
haven't watched it
think
yet?
I think it is a must watch, to be honest. Like for any anime fan like who just
I
starting
really
out, I
don't.
think Naruto is the best thing to like go on with it, like because of his world building.
No, I know a few people who have seen like many anime, but they haven't
Okay,
touched Naruto whatsoever. Like,
I
I
think
wouldn't
I
recommend
think
Naruto
anyone
to
who
them,
has
like
like watched a lot
personally.
of
Like,
stuff would be like really reluctant to pick up Naruto because obviously shonen, like the typical shonen trope. Yeah, I would.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm the only person in the world
Yeah,
who
I think you are
absolutely
like a pure
despises
hater for
Naruto.
Naruto. I think I love Naruto, to be honest. Now, even
Which is ironic because the only official anime game I own is a
yeah,
Naruto
but
game.
I still think like Naruto is
So
lovable without the ending because like a lot of things are like really like top tier because and they don't have an ending, but Naruto has an ending. If I like really disregard the ending and all those destiny things, and I think I really like Naruto for now. But I wouldn't put it
yeah,
anywhere in
fair
my
enough.
top 10 obviously, but yeah. But it is like
Would
my
you even put it in your
close to my
top
heart
30?
basically. That's all I'm going to say. It I think that's all.
Okay.
That is it for everyone.
Like like uh like if somebody told me if Naruto was in the top 10 or like top 5, I would say like cool. But if they said that if it's better than every other anime, then I would have a problem. Like, I would say that's my basic
That is
problem with
that.
the fandom of Naruto. They
I
think
think
that it's the
everyone
greatest
who
anime ever
watches the
objectively.
Naruto in the initially like and watch like 3 or 4 anime afterwards would think that Naruto is like the greatest thing ever. But I definitely we wouldn't say that because we have
Yeah,
like watched a
true.
lot of stuff. And anyone who has like who is basically a
Yeah,
close to veteran or something who wouldn't say that Naruto is like the greatest thing ever. Yeah,
yeah,
but I
I
still think
guess
that
so.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
but still,
so
okay, I
yeah,
think you should.
so moving on.
I will mention in the later parts.
Yeah, like yeah, we are
Okay,
like
what the
42
fuck? We have a
minutes into this.
lot
That's
to
why.
go on. Okay,
No, like we have
okay.
like 3 or 4
I think
left.
it
I
is
would
your
say.
turn. Pick mine.
Yeah. So no, like I have to
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
mention yours. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. The next topic that I highly disagree of raises trash test is FMAB politics is
Yeah,
better than
Code
Code
Geass
Geass.
sub. I wrote sub. You should read that as well.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm a person who
Yeah,
prefers every anime sub, no matter what. I hate the dub. Like okay, like obviously there are some good dubs, but they're
yeah.
nowhere near close to the sub. But Code
Yeah,
Geass is the only
I
anime
don't
I
know
prefer
why
over it.
like the dub of Code Geass is so good, but I watched the sub of Code Geass, and I think the most politically heavy part of Code Geass was like the first episodes of season 2. They were very politics heavy, and I
Yeah,
did not give a fuck about them. Like what the fuck is going on? I don't care to read this shit. It doesn't have anything to do with what is going on, and this will not be relevant to the plot, and why should I care? And I was like that with Code Geass. And in case of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, everything about like what happened makes sense to the plot, I guess. Like from the racism and how Scar was like going after
yeah,
the government for his good reasons and everything. Everyone had a good motive. Like everyone
yeah,
had something to go
and
on
how
towards.
and like how they built the alchemist
Yeah,
circle throughout the entire city of the
yeah.
Amsterdam.
I think yeah,
Like all the
that's the thing about like Full
conspiracies.
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like they had like a really good motive, even though like the characters were like kind of forgettable. I don't know. I have watched like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood a lot, really long ago, even before Naruto actually. So I wouldn't like comment on like it being overrated or like
Yeah.
being really bad in character development because I don't even know. I don't even remember it a lot, but I would definitely know. I definitely think that I really cared about the politics and everything that was going on, and what the characters were going towards, not the characters themselves. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I think you should like go on with yours. What you disagree?
Yeah. So like the thing is, I
Yeah,
rewatched
wow.
Code Geass 8 times. Uh, Obviously, I'm heavily obsessed with this series, but I personally disagree because I think Code Geass is the best political anime. I haven't seen the Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Like everybody says,
Damn, that is
it's
so
the
great.
greatest political anime ever. Like, uh, uh, like the entire series is
Yeah,
based on politics, like right from the beginning. So neither of us have seen it,
yeah,
so we really can't comment on that. But compared to FMA and most of the other anime, I would say
yeah,
Code Geass has the best politics, mainly because how realistic it is to the current nature of the world. Because like right now, it's more about the weapons manufacturing, how how like the advanced technology of one country affects the others, and all those things. I think that element was
yeah,
handled way better in Code Geass than FMAB. Like in FMAB, like the country which Ed and Al lives in, all of them use alchemy, but they never really explored the aspect of like them having like the best alchemy soldiers
yeah,
trying to take out the entire world. Like those things. Like in a realistic setting, if anybody had like the most powerful weapon, that country would try to
yeah.
take down some other great nation, right? So yeah, I guess in that sense I preferred Code Geass more.
Yeah, I think I
It
would have
felt way
liked
more
Code Geass
realistic
more
to me.
with the dub, I guess, because I really did not care about season two. I definitely cared about season one. I think season one was like
Yeah,
utilitarian.
I guess it has to do with because Code
Yeah,
Geass has
I
a
think
lot of dialogue, like a lot of heavy
even though like
important dialogue.
Charles D.
So it's
Britannia
really
is like
hard
a
to keep
Boruto
the
tier antagonist, I think
relevant
his
stuff.
like speech Geass was like one of the greatest speeches ever on ideologies and inequality and equality.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
yep, I-
Yeah,
yeah.
I think like I
That's so
enjoyed
good.
season one, but yeah, okay, season two, I did not enjoy it a lot. I definitely need to rewatch it in dub because yeah.
Yeah, like the
Like
dub
people
is
say that
godly, honestly.
Code Geass is like the best anime to rewatch. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
people like
100% agree. Like, like every time I rewatched, I picked up
yeah.
on new
I
things that
did
I didn't
yeah I did not
realize the
even watch it
previous time.
one time
It's
properly.
just like
Like
absurd.
wow. I don't think I should have like put this opinion on it because I don't. I've only watched FMV once and Code Geass, not even once properly because I really got bored from it at the end.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, and like you really don't have
Yeah.
time to rewatch it, so
Let's
I
see.
guess it's fair to include right now, at least. Yeah. So, do, do you have anything to add on to this
Hmm.
topic, or
I
should
think
we
like
move on?
you said that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is overrated.
Oh yeah, the next topic, I would say the second most
Yeah.
overrated controversial topic in this podcast. Uh, uh, I
Yeah.
think both of us agree on that FMAB being overrated, heavily
I would agree
overrated.
with.
Like we see FMAB in like the top three or like top one in
Yeah.
almost 90% of the anime list. Like I don't get why people would put it as their number one. Like okay, like obviously, like as I said before, if somebody says like Naruto is their favorite anime, no problem. But if they say it's better than everything else,
Yeah.
then I have a problem. The same applies here as well. FMAB diehard fans think that it's the greatest thing
Yeah.
to ever exist. It's the greatest literature ever,
Yeah.
and it's definitely not. Like Like to me, why I would say it's overrated is because it's the most like uh, I would give an anime 10 out of 10 or a manga mainly because it
Yeah,
like flourishes because it's an anime or manga. Like this types of story can't be done in like
yeah.
American comic books or like Hollywood movies or anywhere else. But like I think FMAB can be easily done in a Netflix live action series or like an American comic book series. Like I don't think it's necessarily a story
I would
which
say
can
that
only
it is
exist
like
in
more.
manga and
It
anime.
it just inclines more towards shonen, but I think it still works good as an animation. But in my opinion, the reason that FMB is overrated is because like
Yeah,
it is not like one arc, like a multiple arc. It is not like multiple arcs. Like one arc has one significance and one motive and everything. Like everything, like from the starting leads on to like the ending,
yeah,
how the father like acquires and this and that and the philosopher's stones
yeah,
from Edward, Al, Mustang and the others. And that's what even though like some
yep.
people don't have a problem with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's ending, I definitely have a problem with it because I think even though I really liked Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the ending really ruined it for me because in my opinion they were supposed to die when the father took their philosopher's stones, and I definitely thought that everyone died at that point, and no, nobody died. But okay,
Yeah, uh, like it felt like the ending was
yeah,
played more
I
safe than
definitely
like a
remember that
risky ending.
people died when the philosopher's
Like,
stone was
uh,
taken from them, like each and every person. Like I don't know why. Yeah,
yeah,
like, I don't know
yep,
why they
all of
went that route, but yeah, I guess they don't want to kill their protagonist, plot armor, obviously. That doesn't make sense. Like, okay, he took the philosopher's stones
yeah,
from. Hello? Like, okay, he took the philosopher's stones from all those
yeah, yeah,
people and he became God. And they did not die. So basically, it was like really easy to do. But
yeah.
I don't know. The stakes were like really lowered when nobody died. I want people to die. What the fuck?
Yeah, like the only major
Yeah.
character to die was
I really did
Horton,
not
like
care about
Ed's
it
and
at the
Al's
end, to be
father.
honest. Other than the fact that he like lost
And
his
like,
alchemy to bring back Alphonse's body.
yeah, like I would say
Yeah,
that was one of the aspects
yeah,
and I really enjoyed about the ending of Full Metal Alchemist. Like I would say also the worst part is again this is like controversial. A lot of people like this part of the
yeah,
ending when Roy Mustang was given the Philosopher's Stone
yeah,
and like he was elected as the next Führer, right, of the army,
yeah.
and he can bring back his eyes and his friend's legs back. I really didn't like that. I felt like it would have felt way more impactful
Yeah,
if he just
yeah. I
stayed
really did
blind
not.
and like his friend was crippled
Yeah,
because of the battles. Like obviously war always brings like all of these
yeah. I think
messed
I
up things
I would
about
agree with that because
the
if
injuries of
because
humans, but
so
yeah,
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood felt a lot like a seinen series, and I really like that about it. But the ending like really
yeah,
justified it being a shonen, so I really like hated that thing about it, and everything was like so plot convenient at the end. Like damn, it was. I think that's the, yeah. I don't like. I think like
yeah,
it is like a single arc, right? The entire show. That's what I really hate about the ending. Like it really
yeah,
ruined the entire
basically,
everything that happened. It made everything insignificant, basically. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
true,
I think we should move on to the next one. You have to pick.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is a topic
I know what you're
like
going to
I
say.
don't think I will ever agree no matter what. So Reyes has Zeke
Yeah.
in his top 10 antagonists of all time.
Yeah.
Everything, including Berserk,
I
Vinland
don't think there are
Saga,
a lot of
and every other
masterpieces
masterpiece
to
ever.
even be in my top
JoJo's
10.
and Hunter x Hunter.
I don't even know like how many antagonists I have. I think like it will change based on like ideologies and stuff. Okay, the thing that I like about okay,
Okay, so wait. So like the thing is, I can definitely see him being in your
yeah,
top 10 if you can only pick one character from a series. Like from
Yeah.
JoJo you can only pick like Funny Valentine or like Kira. If it was like that, okay, I can definitely agree.
Yeah.
But if you don't have
To be
that kind
honest,
of
I haven't
restriction
like
and if it's still in your top
drafted
10, then
everything
it's
out.
definitely
So
disappointing.
I don't know if he will be in my top 10, but I have like that feeling that he might be, because in terms of ideologies and stuff, like how like the character of Zeke started out. Because initially we thought that Zeke is like this guy who is
Yeah,
like, no, no, I mean, since he was a
evil,
kid,
crazy
I'm referring
bastard.
to that. Okay, so initially we thought that Zeke is like a
Oh, okay,
character
okay.
who was like afraid of everything, and no, basically he thought that he was like influenced by his grandparents, right? That's what we thought. Influenced by his grandparents, and like he like supported the
Yeah,
Marlians, and like
yeah.
he
Like
thought that the Eldians were bad and his parents were like the bad people.
yeah,
But then when we like see like what Zeke really thought, then we realized that
yep.
Zeke was like a really
Wait,
okay.
wait, wait. This
I
is
was just
spoiler
about
stuff
to
for
say,
season 4. So if you haven't seen
haven't
season
seen
4,
season 4.
just
It
skip
is
ahead a little bit. Yeah, like
yeah. Okay.
oh yeah, like haven't read the manga. Yeah, like
Okay.
I'll keep
So
like a
basically, when we like
timestamp where you
finally
can
reveal
skip.
his
So yeah,
character,
continue.
we see that Zeke is like more understanding than even his parents and his grandparents. Like what? Like he just understood that what his parents were doing was
Yep.
basically stupid, and he had to like bring out a plan that like made more peace between the both the sides. And like I think that's what I really started to tick about in me about his character, to be honest. Like how, yeah,
Okay, so like the thing is,
yeah,
I would say Zeke is in my top 3 AOT characters. He's definitely a great character. He's definitely a really good
yeah,
antagonist, but he's not top 10 worthy for me. I would say that's the
yeah.
only point I disagree on with this.
I think I understand why he's not
Like
top 10 worthy, because I
he
think
was developed
because he
so
doesn't even
many
have an
times.
ending yet, right? Like basically he got like cucked by Eren in whatever happened in the Redams. So I definitely understand why you would
Yeah,
not put him in the top 10. But I think like I put
it's
him in, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like it's been
So basically
so
I
yeah,
would only
wait for
put him in
manga.
top 10 based on ideologies and like how he thinks and all those stuff. Like not like how Furry Valentine, Kira, Johan, Griffith, I wouldn't say. I think Griffith is like my top 3 because of,
Yeah,
for some very valid reasons. Like there were arcs that ended that put Griffith in like top 3 for me. And to be honest, he doesn't have an ending yet, like Zeke.
okay,
But I think his initial ideologies, like how he perceived the world and how like he's
yeah,
planning to like end everything in peace instead of like going to war and everything, like full out extermination and all those stuff, is like it makes sense, to be honest, because his plan is like more in the terms of like better for the better good, I guess. Just how Valentine is doing did in the
yeah.
arc.
Like
Yeah,
I really like the contrast between Eren and Zeke because Zeke's
yeah,
plan is like sacrifice the least and save the most.
yeah.
Eren's plan
So
is
basically,
sacrifice the
yeah,
most and save the least, basically. Like Zeke wants to annihilate the people on Paradise, like not annihilate, but
yeah,
basically stop
basically,
them from
yeah, that's what I
reproducing
liked
with
about
the
Zeke.
help
Like
of
he's
the
doing it for the better good, to be
founders and
honest, because
community.
we know in the Attack on Titan
Yeah,
world there is no other option
yeah,
to like go on with this. Like yeah, they cannot talk anymore, man. Like,
yeah,
there is no option to talk it. Even before the rumbling started, to be honest, I don't think there was like no option to
yeah,
talk.
yeah. Like I would say from chapter
Yeah,
123, right? That's when the rumbling started. Like yeah, as soon as it started, there was like no stopping of it, and like no matter, like I don't think
okay,
even with like talk no jutsu it will work even in the end. Like
yeah,
there is no way it being possible. Yeah, I agree
yeah,
that I would say Zeke has the most logical plan
yeah.
to
But
end
it
this
did not
war
work,
and bring peace
obviously.
to the
So
world.
yeah, but I think like I like how he thinks basically
Yeah,
and what he was planning.
but also wait. Zeke's plan was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to remove the
Every
reproduction of
alien
like
ever.
every alien ever, or like just the people from parents? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
That's
yeah,
why,
yeah. I
yeah.
guess
So
that makes
basically,
more
he's like
sense.
he falls in the category of
Yeah,
Valentine
like
and all those category like antagonists who like do this and that for the benefit of the whole world. So that's what I like about Zeke's character, because he like falls in the domain of like the type
yeah,
of antagonist that I really like Funny Valentine, and who else is there? Okay, Madara, I guess, because he was trying to do that, but of course he like got cucked really hard,
yeah,
and
yep,
I guess that's what I really like Zeke. But of
yeah,
course, he does not have an ending. That's what like does not put him in like anyone's top 10 and everyone would disagree. But I really like that. I think like if you read that arc again, like you read it a long
yeah.
time back, I guess. I think you would like consider it a little bit. I think a little bit like you would try to like agree with me.
Okay, so like, yeah, like so like the thing is, if my top list, like if I was given the
Yeah,
restriction, you can only pick one
yeah,
character from each series. I would definitely put Zeke in my top 10. But
yeah.
if
I
I
because you have
don't have
also
a
have
restriction
seen
like
a
that,
lot
I
more
wouldn't even
stuff than me
consider
actually.
him in my top 10.
You're fucking overpowered rival Conan. I'm like the starting antagonist.
Yeah,
So you have a lot more experience than me, of course. So yeah.
yep, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Like yeah,
yeah,
like Zeke is
yeah,
definitely
definitely.
a
I think
top tier
he has like
character.
the best ideology in all of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I might put him in top 10 after the anime, after
Yeah,
Ant-Man's,
obviously.
because
But I still
he's
don't think
voiced by
like he
Dio's
sounds a
voice
lot
actor.
like Dio. I think when he's like inside the Beast Titan, he sounds a lot like Dio, but not like because I did not recognize him in the first watch. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
true. Yeah, yeah. Even
yeah.
I was
Damn, even
genuinely shocked when I
Attack on
found out he
Titan has
was
a
Dio's
different.
voice
What
actor.
the fuck? But all right. Anyway, so I think
Yep.
I need to pick this.
Okay, so
Okay, so
yeah,
I
like
can't even like
yeah,
what do I say? Agree or like argue on this because I don't even know. Haikyuu is the best modern shonen.
okay, okay. So by modern shonen, I mean it's better
Don't need
than
to
My
mention
Hero
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Academia,
It is
Jujutsu
like just
Kaisen,
starting,
Black Clover,
and you haven't
and
like read it, right? So I don't think you need to mention Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm like
Okay,
it's
you
still
go on. I
only
will
shit
like
compared to the
tell my
greatness of
arguments
Haikyuu,
later.
anyway,
Go on.
so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, so the thing
Yeah.
is, I have read the entirety of the manga of Haikyuu, and in my personal opinion, I also
Yeah.
think it's better than Bleach,
Uh,
Naruto,
my head hurts.
and Fairy Tail as well. I would say
My
it's
fucking head
easily
hurts.
top three greatest shonens of all time. Like, like
No,
if somebody asked me to rank the best three shonen subjectively, I would say
no.
Hunter x Hunter or JoJo in like one and two,
Man,
and third
I
is
really
Haikyuu.
cannot put a sports anime along with like series like Bleach, Naruto, MHA, and whatever Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess I cannot like do that. My head fucking hurts. Like
Yeah,
it is so fucking different. Like take a sports anime, and take like a other shonen anime. My head cannot like balance between that. Like I cannot put a sports anime in terms of like shonen. Like I understand it is a shonen. Like it is categorized as a shonen and like it has some standard shonen tropes of a sports
yep,
shonen anime. But I really
yeah,
cannot wrap my head around putting on sports anime
yeah,
above like this type because it doesn't make sense. Like it has no fucking relation to the other shows. Like if you compare Bleach, Naruto, and MHA and all those, they are like really similar in what they do. They don't have like a team that
yeah,
goes on and their teamwork and all those stuff. I don't know how like you are saying this, but yeah, go on.
yep.
My head hurts basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like I have a really good argument against this. So I think
Yeah.
90% of the shonen, including most sports anime and stuff, have like a really
Don't
bad
spoil.
final
Don't
arc, or
spoil.
like a
Yeah.
not not a good enough
Yeah.
final arc. No, I'll not spoil whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
take Dragon Ball Z as an example. Buu arc is not the greatest. Like it has some badass
Yeah.
moments and good moments, but it's not better than the Stellar Freeze arc.
Yeah.
The War arc is definitely not the best arc of Naruto.
Yeah.
And Bleach
It
final arc,
definitely
we
not
didn't
be
even
better
see
than
it.
yeah.
It was so boring, so we just didn't even see it. Yeah, yeah, obviously My Hero and Black Clover still hasn't ended, but yeah, most of the shonen have really not well good
Yeah.
enough arc. I also read the Promised Neverland manga, and
Right.
it is one of the most disappointing things I've ever read.
Okay.
Okay, we'll save that for another day. But Haikyuu, right now the anime is at
19.
season 4, episode
Yeah.
18, I believe, right? 18 or 19. Yeah. So from here on onwards,
Okay.
every episode is just a masterpiece. Like uh, Haikyuu takes the best elements of it and continuously keeps on building on it. The final arc has to be the most satisfying arc
Okay.
I've ever seen from aside from Code Geass, I would say. It's so well done. Everything just makes sense,
Yeah.
and everything was foreshadowed and set up so perfectly, and it all just comes together so well, and it's just
Okay.
phenomenal. It's just
Peak sports. Good.
peak
Okay.
fiction, I would say.
Anyway, I think I would definitely even in my top 10 anime list, I would definitely put high a sports anime up there. My head doesn't hurt in that aspect obviously. But
Yeah,
I cannot put it in these types of categories. I can only do
yeah,
it in what are your top sports anime? That's where I will put Haikyuu. I will never put Haikyuu in top modern shonen or top shonen because I don't know. I think it is more technical to do it and shonen under shonen. But my head cannot wrap around it. It is just my opinion because I consider shonen to be fantasy and superheroes.
yeah.
like it doesn't. I don't think my argument is too. I think it makes sense. Yeah, because I wouldn't compare it with MHA to be honest. But yeah,
Okay,
definitely
so
I'm not using. Okay.
okay, yeah, the thing is with
Yeah.
let's take MHA and Naruto as an example. Naruto has a lot of
Yeah.
cast, right? Hinata,
Yeah.
Neji, Rock Lee, Shikamaru, all these characters. The original Naruto, they were
Yeah.
given a lot of focus.
Yeah.
When Sasuke was kidnapped, Choji and all these guys teamed up. It was a really it was really satisfying to
Yeah.
see all these side characters to be relevant and be badass. Even in
Yeah.
Shippuden, Shikamaru was his hidden, right?
Yeah.
He's an Arkakuzu. I don't know which one of us was it.
Yeah.
And after that, they just kind of became irrelevant. And in MHA, they didn't even bother to
Definitely.
properly introduce every major character. Yeah, yeah. Aside
Yeah.
from 5 characters from the class A, everybody's just
Yeah.
irrelevant side characters. It really doesn't add to the plot or story or the themes. And same goes for Black Clover. Rez hasn't seen Black Clover. I have seen it.
Yeah.
Most of the main cast doesn't even make sense to be there. They can't even be considered as main cast. But Haikyuu, every core member we have
Yeah.
seen until now, all the sports captains, all the team
Definitely.
members, all of them are so well developed, and in the final arc, everything just comes perfectly together.
Haikyuu, I would
I
say
want to
that
spoil it,
Haikyuu
but
is
I cannot.
the
It's just
closest
a
to my
wonderful
heart,
experience.
considering every anime out there. I think nothing pulled my heart more than Haikyuu did,
Yeah.
to be honest. The amount of character development and character how they interact with the characters and introduce everyone. I don't think I have ever felt this way for an anime and a team and characters. I don't think I have ever felt like this. Not Naruto doesn't compare in any way.
They're really not complex.
Yeah.
Also thing about Haikyuu characters is they're really not
Yeah.
complex. At least compared to I don't know, Meruem, Gon, Killua, all these really well written and intricate shonen characters. But Haikyuu just takes the most generic tropes of a character and just embraces it to the absolute
Yeah.
extent. Tsukishima and Yamaguchi, they became my
Yeah.
instant favorites. after watching season 2 and season 3.
Yeah,
It's so
because like
satisfying
right
watching their
now,
arc
what is happening in
concluding.
season 4,
It was
like
just
you know
phenomenal.
that Tanaka
And like,
episode, obviously one of the greatest episodes in Haikyuu ever.
yeah,
My God, man, that was
yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
that was just
I
beautiful,
got good,
man.
man. That
I
was
got
so good. I
goosebumps.
fucking love Tanaka. I
Yeah,
love
I almost
everyone in
cried.
Haikyuu. Like, damn. Like, and like in today's episode, they like focused on Nishinoya.
Yep.
Like the way they did it, like you know how Nishinoya is like the one who like makes everyone strong, and today like when Asahi like when like they were targeting Nishinoya from the
Yep.
like they were all targeting Nishinoya, like he's the libero, so if he like fails and like the team spirit gets like broken or something, and that's what they were
Yeah.
trying to do. And then Asahi says that like he's the one who like Asahi says
Yeah.
that Nishinoya is the one who's like gets everyone's spirits up if we fail, and now Nishinoya is the one who's like failing and like dropping the ball. And then we see like Nishinoya like really
Yeah.
picking himself up and like doing push-ups and all those things.
Yep.
Like I think like that like just I don't know
It
why
was
like
so good.
I don't think any anime has like made me feel like this. Like just that simple thing about like picking himself up by himself and not taking anybody's help. Like yeah, but I don't know, but it just describes his character so well. Like
Yeah.
that focus he has in his eyes. Damn, I love that.
Like
Damn,
every
it is
character in like
definitely
Karasuno
true,
team
man.
can be the main
I
protagonist.
fucking love everyone.
That's what I love about
Oh,
it. Like it's just phenomenal. Like I would say like when Haikyuu like properly adapts every arc, Reyes is definitely going to put it as top 3 same as me. Like it's just like it will be
yeah.
blasphemous. It will be
Damn, you're really
blasphemous if
hyping
it
me up.
doesn't.
But I definitely
Just
like
too good.
believe you. I think this is like one of those
Like,
things that cannot be like made like you know
Yeah.
like how it was for Demon Slayer. Like everyone said it was really good, and then I was like, okay, it is mid. I think Haikyuu is like one of those things that
Yeah.
is guaranteed that I will like even if you like hype it up. Like it is for Attack on Titan, right? Even though you hype it up, it will definitely like blow my mind.
Yeah.
I think that's like Haikyuu is like one of those series, and I think like that is like, one of the best praises for a series I can ever give. Even though I hype it up, it is still good. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And like the one last thing I want to talk about Haikyuu is right now we're in season 4, right? There's like a 70 or 80 episodes, right, including all the seasons. So any shonen, let's take any shonen for example, Dragon Balls or anything. After 80 episodes, you pretty much get a good understanding of the main character, right? Like Goku, Naruto, and everybody, like how they'll react to everything and how they'll mature in the future. But like the final stages of Hinata and Kageyama are still not shown. They're still developing, and when the final arc starts and how their arc concludes, it's the best thing ever. Like when Kageyama and Hinata reaches its climax, I would say it is one of the best main character story.
Okay, I just said that you will like
manga,
that even if you hype it up, it will still be the best thing ever, and you are like hyping it up right now, and the goosebumps I'm getting right now are like, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
I think I've said
so
enough
I
about
think you were supposed to pick mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is your last topic and the most controversial. Neon Genesis Evangelion, the most iconic, the most legendary mecha.
I think it deserves.
And
I think like
says
Neon
it
Genesis
deserves an E
Evangelion,
tier.
it starts with an N. I think it should be an N tier. But okay, I think that is giving it too much weight. That's why I'm just giving it like Evangelion. So I will put it like E tier. I would definitely put it above Boruto actually. So I would like that is. It has become the standard for like the worst thing ever and the most like forced thing ever. Okay, so here's my argument. I think people like Evangelion for the right reasons, because like it is not like a what do I say, action anime, but it is still it still has a lot of action. Like people say that I like Evangelion because it has a lot of emphasis on, like, I'm quoting other people, okay? They say like this, like, I like Evangelion because there is a lot of emphasis on mental
Yeah, yeah.
illness, and the kids and the other girls and Shinji, right? Shinji, Ikari, Asuka, and everyone like goes through their own struggles and like of saving the world and all those
Yeah.
things. And that's why I like Evangelion. But I think they are all like, how do I say this?
Yeah.
Edgy teens. Fucking like, when we are teens and we are
Sims.
like really like all the sad stuff and
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
And any teenager who watches like Evangelion will like Evangelion, but I don't think any mature adult will like watching Evangelion. It is like, about Billie Eilish, right? You know how her songs are like very sad and like very like
Yeah.
victimistic, like she likes makes her songs in a way that will like she like
depressed and
victimizes herself, like
Yeah.
like she says that she's a victim. That's what I like hate about Evangelion. That is like basically what Evangelion is.
Okay.
Man, I fucking suffered a lot in Evangelion. And to be honest, it doesn't even have that much emphasis on mental illness. In like I watched 20 episodes and I know how it ends. And
Okay.
okay, like it has a lot of action and none of it like matters. It is basically like a stand, like different stand users appeared, and like, but they are like really big, basically, and they go on to defeat them in different ways. And I really hated it, even though like the main focus of the story is not that. There is like a lot of irrelevant fights. I hate Evangelion so much. I think I hate it more than Boruto, but I still wouldn't put it. Okay.
Okay, so okay, so like if like nobody hyped up Evangelion like ever,
Okay,
like you just found it randomly,
I
would
think
you have enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I can enjoy it. It is not enjoyable at all. It really sucks.
Okay,
I
like
think I would only recommend it to
at
other
least, like,
people if they
like
want
it
to be
enough to
like
recommend to
depressed
other
and like
people.
not
Like,
one to one. Like I think I would only recommend it to people if I want them to suffer through 20 episodes. I think definitely if you cannot like watch 20 episodes continuously, you cannot like damn I don't think it is like for anyone who like gotten into a lot of series beforehand. And like, how people say that it is like one of the, like, that's how I like got introduced to Evangelion. Like it was on some number one spot in some list, and I was like just starting out with anime. I think it was like after watching
most
Naruto.
of the people have it
I
in
was
the
like
top 10,
I watched. I saw that Evangelion is in like number one of like top scary, like psychological and sad anime. And I was like, okay, they were like saying that it has some very deep aspects to it, and it is like one of the deepest anime ever. Okay, then after I watched it, I was like, this is like a teenager who is like going through his puberty. Like, okay, Attack on Titan did that. Now, like Eren was like that, but I think that was a lot more realistically and lot more less annoying than Evangelion. And Evangelion is basically annoying as fuck. I really hate it. I did not enjoy it at all.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen Evangelion, but the thing with Eren is like it makes sense why he reacts and why he behaves.
Yeah.
But like,
oh my god,
I don't know about Shinji.
Okay,
like,
I will
why
definitely
he's such a
spoil you
bitch.
on this because I don't want you to watch it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So basically this happens. Okay, so and Titan appear, not Titan. What do they even call those? Like basically a new stand user appears. A stand appears basically, and at the most crucial moment he says that I will not like no. Yeah, and they like call him, and he does not like have his phone, and he's like saying that no, I don't want to go. I'm like a teenager. I don't have to save the world. This was like forced on me, so I will just like walk away. Of course he comes back. Obviously he comes back. This like not that kind of show, but yeah. And that I was like, you motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing? You're the only one who can like pilot this thing. Everyone else is like out of commission. Why the fuck are you like quitting now? That's when I like I think I dropped it there, I guess. Yeah, basically it sucks. It sucks real hard. Like it is not something that anyone can enjoy.
Okay.
Damn, I'm really hating on this, right? But I think it makes sense. I think anyone who like watches it like after watching a lot of psychological anime, we will like say
Yeah.
that even though it is realistic, I think it is like realistic in the sense that they took the most annoying teenager in the entire world and put him in the series. It could have been, bruh.
It is even
I
more
liked
annoying
Kaneki
than
season 1
season
from
1
Tokyo
of
Ghoul. What the
Kaneki from
fuck are you
Tokyo
saying?
Ghoul.
Bruh, he's the most annoying
He's
character
even more
in the
annoying than Kaneki. Damn.
Deku is like a god tier
That's up
protagonist in comparison to Shinji Ikari. Fuck that guy. I think I'm just hating on it right now, but I think this is like one of those things that I will hate regardless of what opinion you have on it. So yeah, oh my god, and my heart feels so like light right now. Damn. But definitely worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
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 I didn't
damn.
expect you have to.
I think I like
you having such
passionately
a
like
hate bonus
gave
for
my hate on
Evangelion
the
this much.
topic right now. Damn. But basically that's how I'm going to describe it, like taking the most annoying teenager in the entire world and put him into a series
Okay.
to make it realistic, having it like basically he has the most puberty hormones and
Yeah.
all those stuff. Anyway, yeah, I
Okay.
like the opening. I think I like
Can
even
you
like
at least agree on
sometimes
the
in the
opening
mood
is
to
like
like
at
watch
least
the
a
opening.
10 out of 10?
Like the opening is the only one that like kept me intrigued in the series to like
Yeah,
watch
like
it
the opening
for
is like really good.
20 episodes. I pushed myself so hard to watch Evangelion, man. I haven't pushed myself this hard to
That's
watch
really
anything in
fucked
my
up.
entire life. Not even JoJo's Part 1. Like, and that is saying something. And that is saying something.
Damn.
Not even Stardust Crusaders. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, like
No,
yeah, like
definitely
part
it is
one was like
definitely harder to
atrocious.
watch than
If you're
Part
saying
1.
it's even worse than part one,
I
then
think in the
I'm
same level as
definitely
Part 1.
never going to even.
No, I think it is harder. The only reason like
Yeah.
it has some fan service, like, so I think I watched
Yeah,
it because
then I'll definitely never watch Evangelion.
that is also the reason why I watched it. But yeah, nothing is good about it. Unless you are a edgy teenager who like really likes to be depressed, and like
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Okay,
think
like
yeah,
I
the
think I have one
Steins
last
Gate
topic,
Zero
right,
is
Chris?
better than the original. Okay, Food
No,
Wars is
like
one of the best
don't include Steins
shonen.
Gate
That
Zero.
is
Let's talk about
Chrono's
Food
opinion.
Wars.
And I personally would not like disagree on this. I think I
Yeah.
can put this like, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of it. Like I have not seen past season 1, so I don't know. Like, go on. You can state your reason.
Okay. Yeah, like I have seen till season 4. I haven't still seen season 5. I heard like a lot of mixed bag opinions on it, but Food Wars is easily one of the most enjoyable and one of the best
Yeah,
shonen
this.
shows ever. Like everything about it
Yeah,
shouldn't
what the
work, but it
fuck,
just
man? Like
works perfectly.
you have it
Like
in your
who
top
expects
5.
a
Like,
show about cooking to be enjoyable and good, objectively? And the best part is, like it's so good. Like, and the best part
yeah,
is,
that is really
this
good.
series is animated by the same studio which did One Punch Man season 2.
Yeah,
Like it's really surprising the quality difference between Food Wars and One Punch Man season 2. Like Food Wars
definitely.
looks leagues above anything else compared to One Punch Man season 2. Yeah, like I would say
Yeah.
like I wouldn't enjoy Food Wars as much if
Yeah,
it
to be
wasn't for
honest,
made by
even like I have
Kamisama.
watched like
Like
23
he really
episodes
made me
of
enjoy the
season,
entire
not
series.
even like completed it. But I think I still really like it, and I can understand why you were like saying that
Yeah.
it's like one of the best shonen ever. Like damn, like it does everything so well, man. Like he's like Soma is a great shonen protagonist, and I think he's like in some way goofy. Luffy is not like a really
Yes.
overpowered protagonist or anything. Like in terms of attitude, I really think like I like Soma. Yeah, I like that guy, but
Yeah, like
even he's kind of
Soma is
dead
like the
until
most
now.
smug.
He doesn't
shonen
have a lot
protagonist.
of.
Yeah, and like I also like that
Yeah, I
the
think it is.
battle system in this is basically who can
I would
cook
say that
better
Food
with
Wars is a
better
fucking
ingredients.
masterpiece in
It's
what
nothing
in what it
about who
does.
can scream the loudest.
Definitely. Even after watching the first season.
Yeah, like nobody can even try
Yeah,
to
I think
attempt it
yeah, I
in
would
like any other
definitely like
like
I can
movies
definitely
or
see it
anything.
being in my
It's
like
only in anime
top
and
10
manga it can work.
because in terms of animation, right? In terms of anime, nothing can like pull what Food Wars like pulls off. Like nothing can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing can do what Food Wars does
yeah, like
in
even
its
the OST
entire
is so
lifetime,
epic,
and
man.
no
Now
other
somebody's
like
coming.
form of media can do what Food Wars does, and it works only in like anime form, and that's what I fucking love about Food Wars. And I have not even watched past the
Yeah.
first season, and oh no, okay, that's like saying something. Yeah.
Eh, Yeah, and like
Yeah.
one of my favorite aspects of Food Wars is how many best girls are there in the show. Like to me personally, Arena is my favorite like female character of all time. Uh, she has a great character arc from the starting of season 3.
Yeah, I just heard
Like
that she has like a
I'll not spoil
developed
it, but it was
different kind
really
of development.
unexpected
So
how
yeah,
they
that's what I
shifted
heard.
her character, but it was so good and so like the thing was season it was just phenomenal, man. And like so like the thing was season 4 ended with like a tournament arc.
Yeah.
Like this tournament arc was like the biggest thing of that school. So and the way that Arena's battle against the opponent was just like
Okay.
so well done. Like you wouldn't expect a season 1 Arena to do this stuff.
Okay.
The way she
Spoiler.
mixes the ingredients and the way she does it's just perfect.
Damn. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I'm just
okay.
simping
I
about
think I
Arena.
need to watch
I love her
Food
too
Wars.
much. Yeah,
I'm just like ever since I like started reading manga,
yeah,
I
you
like
must
not
definitely watch it.
but the ability to
It's
watch
just
anime
phenomenal.
has like decreased a lot. Like I can only watch one anime at a time, right? And that yeah, definitely.
Well,
And I
to be
would
fair,
definitely
Food Wars
want
is
to
like
watch
really
it in
hard to
like the
watch
big
in
screen.
home
So that
because of its fan service. Yeah, yeah.
oh, is that a motherfucking
It'll be
JoJo
a,
reference?
it'll
Okay.
definitely be a golden experience.
No, it isn't. Okay. Oh, okay, so definitely
Of
I
course
would
it
like
is.
to pick up Food Wars. But right now I have picked up too
Yeah.
much manga, man. Damn. I'm reading One Piece right now, and I'm like really enjoying it. I did not expect like it to be like how it started out. Like I did not.
Yeah.
I thought that it would be another like typical shonen that I will not like get into from the at the start, and I will like get into it at the later parts. And to be honest, how One Piece started out, I'm really like enjoying it. Like nothing about it is like told me like okay, I think I need to compromise on this because it is like
Okay.
it is really old and like okay, I think I can like give the writer a compromise. But I have felt that till now after till reading like chapter 61, like everything feels
Yeah.
like really ahead of its time in a way because I did not expect like the top, the big three to have like this kind of a plot and progression, like how badass all of them are badasses, man.
Yeah.
Like Zoro, Luffy, that Nami girl.
Yeah.
Sanji is a great character, and I've only read like 5 chapters with him, and I already like that
Sanji.
character.
Yeah.
And Zoro is nothing like how I thought it would be, and I'm like really interesting to know how Zoro turns out. I thought Zoro would be like a really badass character who just like comes and slashes everyone, and that is not what like happened basically.
Yeah.
So I'm like really interested in this basically. So let's see.
And like also only One Piece and JoJo are like the only shonen which are long running and just like still going.
JoJo is like a
like in terms of
seinen
sales,
right now. So
like everybody agrees like it's still better than how it originally started.
Yeah. So One
No,
Piece
like I
started in
was
1992.
talking about how like even though the series started like 20 or
Yeah.
30 years ago, it's
And I
still
definitely see like
going
the
in a
appeal.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
props for the author, man.
Seen like
But
there is
to be
a.
able to write a
Of
single
course, I
story for
think the
this
people
long
who are
and
like
still keep
listening to
it
the podcast have
like
heard
engaging
of
and have
Rent
good sales,
Cafe
like
anime podcast, and I like listen to them a lot, and they just keep telling me to like that One Piece is
yeah.
like this and One Piece is like that, and even fucking anime keeps saying that he was like fucking annoyed of them like talking about One Piece being the greatest shonen of all time. And now even anime agrees on that, and he's on like chapter 400, and he has not even.
Yep. Yep.
And the others are saying you have not seen anything. Yeah, like damn,
Yeah.
I do not understand. Like I think I
They still have
understand. I'm like
500
getting
chapters
like
to go.
why like they are saying it.
Yeah.
And like fuck that shit. Anyway, I think
Yeah.
okay.
I'll
How
also
long
start
has it
One
been?
Piece, I think. Okay, so like recently on
Yeah.
Twitter, I saw a lot of things
Yeah.
about Sounded Listens of how it's a trash series and it's not even top 3 or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that I would agree on.
So Sounded Listens has to have one of the best main characters of all time, right?
Yeah,
Like Meliodas is just so well written and it's just such a great compelling character.
yeah,
And like
definitely.
Barnes and
I think Barney is
Meliodas
a better
bromance
character than Kid.
is definitely up there with Gon and Kilowatt for me. I think Kilowatt is better. Yeah.
Is he though? I like I think
Oh,
like
I
Barn
don't
had
think so.
more
I
development.
think
Like
Kilowatt is better.
I
For
think
me.
Bar overall had more arcs than Killua. I'd
Yeah.
say. Like, that's all. Oh yeah, that's. Ha, does it even matter in Shonen?
I mean,
That he's a
Kilowatt is a
kid?
kid. This
But
guy is
all
like a
right.
grown as adult, so we really can't compare. So like, I think the main reason of all this hate is because we love season. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
We are comparing the
I
manga.
think the main
Basically, we are
reason
only
of all this
talking
hate
about.
is because mainly of season 3, how bad the animation was. Uh,
Damn,
yeah,
man,
like
that arc.
like the manga is like really good. The Purgatory arc with Ban, it was just too good. Yeah, like it's so well done. Like like
Yeah,
700
definitely, I
listens.
definitely
I
agree
would
on
say
that.
700
Like,
listens, Food
I don't
Wars, and
understand like
Haikyuu
why
are the 3 best
700
shonens
listen.
that
Yeah,
that
definitely
has
it is like the
came
anime
out
is
in the
like not
last
that good.
10 years.
That is the reason. But damn, man,
Like
it had so much potential. Like they wasted on it.
yeah, yeah, like MHA, Black
Yeah,
Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen. Even though I haven't read Jujutsu Kaisen or like the anime isn't
yeah.
even done yet, I would definitely say
I
700
would definitely
Listens
agree
and
with
Food
like
Wars and like
Haikyuu
Haikyuu are
and
the
like
best
okay,
3
Haikyuu,
modern shows.
sports anime. Okay,
Like they're the big
I will
3
put it
of
outside.
the current generation.
Okay, I would definitely agree with like uh, this Seven Deadly Sins. Both of us have read it, like similar opinions on it. I think we both have the same things. I think I
Yep.
convinced you to like read a Seven Deadly Sins, right? Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
definitely like had a really good time reading it, and I definitely love it more
yeah,
than
true.
MHA, and I think the plot is even better than MHA. Like yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, same. Yep, same.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Yeah, I think we have discussed about our trash test, right? All of our trash tests. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
guys, if you disagree with any of our trash tests,
Yeah,
please free to
fuck.
debate us in the comment section below, or like in the future videos. I don't know. So I
Is
guess
available.
that's
Yeah.
it for the episode. Oh yeah. Also, the podcast will be available in Apple, Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, is available in Apple and Spotify, and we have seen a lot of support in Apple.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys continue to do so in
Yeah.
the future as well.
Bye, guys.
So thank you guys for watching or listening.
Okay, you did that.
We'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Take care and peace.